So, hey, everybody. I'm Roy, or TheCreative Roy. That's what I go by. Today, I'm working on graphics. Space, wizards, and lasers. I already have a handful of characters made up. 9 of them, actually, none of them drawn. But today I'm working on the CyberSamurai. The CyberSamurai gets inspiration from Darth Vader, Skeletor, and another purple person other than Skeletor. You'll probably figure them out when we get to them. So I'm gonna sketch out some ideas. He's a bad guy, so gonna give him this superhero Superman pose. It's okay. He has a weapon. He's not holding his weapon right now, so that's probably not the one I will roll with. Let's think of another one to try. Sticking his hand out like he's using the Force. The game doesn't have the Force in it. I mean, I'm not stupid. I know Disney's a little lawsuit happy. Yeah, this is more interesting than the last one. Still not completely there. Think I have an idea. So the same general body pose, except with this arm block, because that's I remember seeing something like that from some promo shots, and also, I mean, in that bad mofo scene in Rogue One, he did this as well. He yanked the guns from their hands with his arm like this. And also this will help with the third person, the big purple guy, the Thanos inspiration. Let me remind myself of the body proportions, like their heads and stuff. I usually don't draw big-headed cartoon things like this. That's Hannah. Hannah is the, as her title says, the pirate princess. There are 3 types of character classes in this. There's the space wizard, which this guy is. There's the blaster type, which is what Hannah is, just shooting off the hip. And then there's a brawler type, which is the ones that run headlong into battle and mangle people. It's been play tested 5 times. A good sign of game design is when you're playing and nobody rage quits. I almost had it happen the other day. When you're making the rules and the rules are new to you, sometimes you forget that they were using an ability out of order, and it just made them so OP. And so this person was like, I can't win this. And so they lost, and they were a little upset. But in the same vein as after it was all done, we realized, oh, the person had been misusing their ability. I wrote it on the card and everything. It's right there. It says you can't do it when you're doing, you can only use it as an attack and use it as a defense. But learn, that's what you do. You play test it, you see what kind of things people are missing out on, and you try to make sure that aspect is clear. Now, after I've drawn the layout, I change the black to this light blue pencil shade. It's more about nostalgia and what I got used to using this. They have those engineering pencils or whatever that would be in a light blue or a light red photo process blue, photo process red. But I can easily ignore that light blue. So the first one was just like a positional sketch, just getting things in order. This one is me getting more of the details together. I want to make sure that I'm doing some Skeletor-like things with the face other than just making it a skull. I could include the hood, but I think the Darth Vader helmet, the Darth Vader-ish helmet, is important. But I'm gonna steal whatever he's got going on with his shoulders. So got to put on the straps, change it slightly. I think I'm gonna make him a little pudgy. I think I'm gonna make him look like an older fella. Because I think that's, I mean, you've got He-Man, Master of the Universe, and they're all these super strong people, but I mean, he can be intimidating with a belly. All right, and here we go with the gauntlet. He's going to be purple, and he's purple because of Skeletor, but he's also purple because of Thanos. So I'm going to give him this little gauntlet. I mean, there's a parody and satire in here, and so that's an important aspect to keep protected. To protect my intellectual property and my effort, my artistic creativity, and all that stuff. That's what we're doing. I want to make sure that when someone looks at this, they go like, "That's supposed to be," and like they get that instant hit of all those other things. You know, let me go ahead and change this. Blew this one up. Blew this one up. Turn this one photo blue, and then I'll get into the final one now. Yeah, and give him big teeth to emulate the grill that Vader has. See, that's the way that I do it. I'm not doing the grill. I'm doing skull teeth, which still fit the appearance. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and clear it out and redo it with a very clean brush, because this pen was the one that I was using for the other game that I have in development. The rules are all set. It's been played. It works perfectly. It's called Dr. Veermacher's Mad Castle. I already have it copyrighted. I just need to redo the graphic. An entirely different game concept, though. In SWAL Wars, the game rules that I have right now, it's a death match. You're just on the board trying to hack each other to pieces. And as I said, it plays pretty well that way. But I'm creating all these different things that allow it to be flexible for new games to come out without too much trouble. It's just going to be like coming out with a few more pieces, or just maybe even just coming up with a new set of rules. Just simply saying these are new and different rules, and you just be able to play the different pieces. That's the challenge that's the thing that I have laid out there. See, so he's got all these buttons on the front of his suit, and like nobody knows what they do. There we go. The problem is that this is probably going to print so small that no one's ever going to notice it. It's one of the things that artists often do is we have all these little inside jokes that we put in our artwork that no one ever gets for. And like this one, I'm just gonna put that button right on the front of his, because that's just stupid. Like if you're in the middle of a fight and like all the person needs to do is just reach over and just hit your button, boop, and like suddenly you're whatever. I mean, they came up with his backstory after he was already out and famous, so anyway, we'll roll with it. This is probably one of those references no one will ever figure out. That like they'll probably won't see that little power up button, and they won't notice that these are Magneto's boots. Why would they? They're like totally out of context. now's the fun part, is the coloring. The best part about doing this on computers, I get to color all outside the lines. I get to clean it up later. I don't have to worry about it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lay down the color scheme, make sure that everything looks fine and purple and all the colors that I want and the areas that I want, and then I'll just go in and make it better over time. That's the way you do it. All right, here we go. Yeah, he looks freaky. He looks scary. That's good. He definitely looks. Yes, this is what I was looking for. We're good. Yeah. Oh no, he's not dark enough some areas. Needs to really lay in some shadows because I couldn't read some of his lower half it was all the same shade. So let me throw in some real dark colors. All right, here we go. That's better. And it's time for me to start working on the background. I have a general idea of what I want to do with the background. Now another technique that I came up with, which I can only do here, is to try and control the drips. So it has a water layer, and I'm choosing the water layer, and I'm going to just told it to pause, so this is not real time anymore. Just drawing the water as I want it to go. This is not light blue on here, I'm just doing the pockets of wetness. Now it's following some of the channels that I created, but it's also creating its own drops out of it. That's great. Looks like the ground's on bloody fire. But I gotta do something with this. That is not telling the story I wanted to tell. So let me, okay, so we have this nasty looking fella. The CyberSamurai. I don't really know what name he has, but I'll save him out as because Rebel does not have good font work, and so I need to bring it over to Photoshop in order to do that work, which is fine. Anybody got better names than this? CyberSamurai is either going to be the subtitle, or I need a better tagline for him. Anybody's got any ideas? That'd be great. I'm listening. Anyway, CyberSamurai. There we go. Coming to SWAL Wars. Awesome. Here he is in all his glory with the other characters that are out. So 2 more to go before the set of characters are done. The rule book is being worked on. It's not written all that well right now because I've been playtesting the rules more than worrying about describing them. And thanks for watching. Hit like, hit I could hit subscribe. I don't necessarily know when the next one's coming up. I hope sooner than later. And I'll also work on the Dr. Beardmockers probably soon too. If this is worth your time to watch, then it'll probably be worth my time to make. So, and if you have any music that you want to give me permission to play, to include, I'd like that. I'm just getting my stuff off of freebie things right now, but I've got no problem using music that I like as background music for this. Tell me what you think. Give me a better name to go with CyberSamurai. Help me out. Thanks.